Hey everybody, Jenna K here. So it's been a little while since I posted anything about my story. I've been struggling a little bit about how do I fill in the blanks? How do I make sense of it? So I've done a lot of hard work on myself. I've gone through and pulled out old photo albums. I have gone through old documents and it's been hard, right? So I wanted to use this as an example. So for people who have had trauma, a lot of times we lose track of large chunks of time. It's our body's defense mechanism to repress anything that is negative or is hurtful. And my life had a huge, large chunk of time that I couldn't account for. So when I tried to explain my story, it was really hard to because I couldn't make sense of it myself. I didn't remember so many of the details. And so I'm not making excuses, but it's helped me gain an understanding of why some of the things happened to me, or some of the things happened that maybe I didn't see in the moment. And it's helped me kind of gain the ability to reconcile and displace maybe some of the things that I felt guilty for. So if you look at it in the grand scale, no wonder I was all messed up. No wonder I was vulnerable. And no wonder I have trust issues because there's just so much. And when I'm going through and I'm looking at some of these photos, I really had no recall of any of those things that happened, the people, the places, the things. I remember them now because looking at the photos made them real. My brain had gone back to even second guess whether even some of these periods in my life even happened because I just didn't have any recall. It's just an insane thing, but that's what happens when we're in crisis. You know, we're so spun up, just trying to survive, just trying to get by and hold things together and be the strongest person that we can be and try to make good decisions, that sometimes our brain then, something has to give. So I wanted to share this only because I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, but that's just a byproduct of trauma. And I know that there are lots of folks who can relate to that. So my span of time was 15 years or more of just blocking things out. And so it's, in a way, it's a great thing because I've gone back through and I can look at documents, and I was a great historian in the moment. I wrote notes and really kind of wrote a biography about what had happened. And with all of these photographs, I've kind of been able to fill in some of the gaps of the things that I hadn't even remembered. So yes, it's good. Yes, it's a little bit scary, but it gives me hope that I'm not weak, that yes, I have ownership, that I have accountability for what some of the things that had happened, but I saw them for what I knew them to be in the moment. So it's just a lot. So I'm going to break down and share little pieces, but the most important that I wanted to get out today is that sometimes when we experience trauma, we repress things. It's our brain's safety mechanism to keep us safe, because the memories, the experiences are just so damaging or so horrific that we don't feel like we're ready to cope with them. So yes, they all have to come out. Mine sometimes come out in flashbacks and nightmares, but it may look different for everybody else. So I'm going through and looking at paperwork and documents so I can put a timeline and make sense of nonsense, because people don't believe what I've been through. And I couldn't really justify or explain it because I didn't understand it myself. So it's a lot, but I'm able to do it. I'm going to be strong enough to do it. But I just wanted to put this out there. So, if you experience trauma and you have pieces that you don't remember, or you have things that you have stuffed down because it's too hard for you to deal with right now, it's okay. That's normal. It will be something that will be something that you'll probably have to work through the rest of your life. There are gaps that I won't be able to ever fill in, but because I've been brave enough to pull some of this stuff out, I'm grateful that I have this stuff, because I've been asking myself a lot of questions that made no sense to me. So anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there. Repression is real. You know, when people say they don't know or they don't understand, it is true. It's not like we're trying to hide something. Sometimes we just don't remember. So anyway, that's it. Food for thought. Hit the follow if you want to. If you have any questions, please do comment, because, you know, I can't be the only one that's going through this. As a former therapist, I heard this a lot. You know, we deal with trauma in different ways. While our experiences may not be the same, some of the way we deal with it and some of the after effects are the same. So take care, everybody.